Good morning, everyone. I am so excited to be able to be your MC today. I want to first start by welcoming all of the parents. Thank you, parents, for coming. And it's also going to be live streamed, so people can watch it even if they're not here. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce our very distinguished judges, because for the grade 2s and 3s, this is actually a poetry celebration and also a poetry competition. So, our judges today are Kat Scott, Ms. Scott. She's our TISPA president. Ms. Rovana Bowden, and she's the head of student services here at school. Laura Sheriff, you probably know Ms. Sheriff from the library. Yeah. And then we have a representative from our student council, our high school student council. It's the vice president. His name is Stefan Deverneau. So welcome all judges. Welcome parents. Welcome kids. We are very excited. I know how hard you've all been practicing, so I want to just give you a quick reminder how important it is to be a good audience. So I want to make sure that you're sitting quietly. When people are speaking, you're listening. Okay? All right. We're going to start off. Who's this? Grade 1-1! Wow, thank you very much, 1-1. Next up will be 1-2. told me they're ready.
The Lion, Lion by Audie Knapp. He lied, oh how he lied, claiming to be king. But in actuality, this lion cried at the thought of the little sting. I witnessed it myself that day and couldn't believe my eyes as this big bad cat began to slay, desperate to conceal his lies. He ran away as fast as he could, hoping to get lost, feeling embarrassed and misunderstood. Came at quite a cost. It had been easy for him to scare us with his mighty roar and size, but to see him tremble and throw a fuss felt like winning a first place prize. I knew someone would eventually call his bluff and that they would reveal the truth. I just never would have thought all that fluff would be caused by a bee named Ruth.
Wow, thank you very much, 1-2. That was a great poem about a lion. Lion? Yes? Loved it. Next up is 1-3, Miss Orr's class.
Hickory dickory dock, by Geoffrey Goodson. Hickory dickory dock, a bug got in my sock. He wiggled his nose and tickled my toes. Hickory dickory dock. Hickory dickory dock.
Next up is 1-4. Okay, they said they're ready.
If I don't eat my vegetables, I Jack Paluski. If I don't eat my vegetables, I broccoli and peas. My mother says there's vegetable potatoes on my knees. My toes will turn to cantaloupes. My ears will fill with salt. My nose will fill with pepper, and it all will be my fault. If I don't eat my vegetables, my mother hangs out. I lose my belly button and my teeth will soon fall out. I also have to finish them to do the rest of the cooking, and so I eat my vegetables, but only when she's looking.
Thank you, 1-4. I like all the vegetables on your crowns. They look delicious. So now what's happening with the grade 2s and 3s, instead of the whole class coming up in the poetry celebration, they have 2 representatives from each class. So we're going to go through those now. We're going to start grade 2. Chu 1, Hio Chang. Hio's poem today is called My Pencil Will Not Write. Okay, after here we have Stanley Ho, also from 2-1. Okay, I think Stanley's ready.
Hey, Bugs, finally and more. Hey, Bugs, stay. Don't run away. I know a game that we can play. I'll hold my finger very still, and you can climb my finger hill. No, no, don't go. Here's a wall at Tower 2. A tiny brush down just for you. I'm a cookie, you have some. Take
2-2. And first up is going to be Rio Mom. Big hand for Rio.
Hey Bugs, I love you more. Hey Bugs, stay! Don't run away. I know a game that we can play. I will hold my fingers very still, and you can climb a finger hill. No, don't go. Here's a wall, a tower too, a tiny bug town just for you. I've a cookie, you have some. Take this almond cookie crumb. Hey Bugs, stay! Hey Bugs, hey!
Thank you, Rio. All right, also from 2-2, I'd like to introduce next, Shanping Chen. Okay, he says he's ready.
Basketball's my favorite sport, by Ken Nisbet. Basketball's my favorite sport. I dribble up and down the court. The ball goes bouncing off my toes and beats the teacher on the nose. He stumbles back and grabs his nose and hits the wall and down he goes. The other players stop and stare. They never heard the teacher swear. With no one playing anymore, I grab the ball, I shoot, I score. I love this game, it's so much fun. The teacher cried, but hey, we won.
Well done, Shanping. Okay, moving on to 2-3. First up is big hand for Zach Walker. Okay, he says he's ready.
The vaccine pain and revenge by Patricia Hubbard. I munch, I crunch, I zoom, I move, I clatter, flat across the floor. I swallow twigs, I start the dog, suck the cat's hair from the room. My stomach forward there and then I got another pizza crust. The tires of my forward no place. I think I'll swallow you today.
Well done, Zach. The second representative from 2-3 is Mr. Hayden Bang. Big hand for him. Okay, he's waiting for everyone to be quiet.
Hey Buck, by Lillian Moore. Hey Buck, stay. Don't run away. I know a game that we can play. I'll hold my fingers very still and you can climb a finger hill. No, don't go. Here's a wall, a tower too. A tiny bug town just for you. I've a cookie. You have some. Take this oatmeal cookie crumb. Hey Buck, stay. Hey Buck, hey.
Well done. Okay, next up we have 2-4, our two representatives. First up is going to be Herb Cornish. Okay, Herb is ready.
The vacuum cleaner's revenge by Patricia Hubbard. I munch, I crunch, I zoom, I roll, I tap the cat across the floor. I swallow twigs, I step the duck, I step the cat has from many guards. My stomach full of dirt and dust. I got another pizza crust. A task in my forward no place. I think I'll swallow you today.
Thank you, Herb. Well done. And our second representative from 2-4 is Stella Lai. Okay, Stella's all ready.
Hey Bud by Lillian Moore. Hey Bud, stay, don't run away. I know a game that we can play. I'll hold my fingers very still and you can climb a finger hill. No, no, don't go. Here's a wall, a tower too. A tiny bug-town dress for you. I've a cookie, you have some. Take this oatmeal cookie crumb. Hey, Bud, stay. Hey, Bud, hey.
Thank you, Stella. Okay, I think the judges need a minute, maybe, because that's all of grade 2s. Oh, you ready to go now? Okay, I think the kids need a little small break, though. Okay, so we're going to play a quick game of Mrs. Keat Says, okay? So if I say Mrs. Keat Says, you do it, but if I don't, then you can't do it, okay? Ready? Mrs. Keat says, tug on your ears. Touch your nose. Pat your head. Rub your tummy with your other hand. Oh, I didn't say Mrs. Keat says. Pinch your nose. Mrs. Keat says, pull your ears. Mrs. Keat says, tap your head. Mrs. Keat says, rub your tummy with your other hand. Mrs. Keat says, close your eyes. Open your eyes. Mrs. Keat says, open your eyes. Okay, Mrs. Keat says the grade 3s are next. And be really good audience members. I need a big hand for the first representative from 3-1, Laughing Yang. So Mrs. Keat says, give him a big hand. Okay, he's gonna wait until you're quiet.
My Shadow by Robert Louis Stevenson. I have a little shadow that goes in and out of me, and what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He is very, very like me from the heels up to the head, and I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. The funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow. Not at all like purple children, which is always very slow, for he sometimes chews up taller like an India rubber ball, and he sometimes gets so little that there's none of him at all. He hasn't got the notion of how children out to play, and can only make a fool of me in every sort of way. He stays so close behind me, he's so taller you can see. I feel shame to stick to Mercy as that shadow sticks to me. One morning, very early, I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup. But my lazy little shadow, like an Allen sleepyhead, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in bed.
Well done laughing. Thank you. Next up from 3-1 is Grace Zhang. Okay, Grace is ready.
Wayne the Stegosaurus by Kenneth Sales. Meet the Stegosaurus Wayne. He doesn't have the biggest brain. He's long and heavy, white and tall, but has a brain that's extra small. He's not the brightest dinosaur. He thinks that 1 plus 1 is 4. He can't remember up from down. He thinks the sky is chocolate brown. He wears his bow tie on his tail and likes to eat the daily meal. And when playing hide and seek, he tries to hide by covering his eyes. He thinks that black is really white. He's sure the sun comes out at night. He thinks that water grows on trees, and when he's hot, he starts to freeze. He's happy when he's
Grace. Okay, next up will be 3-2, and our first representative is Sophia Wu. Big clap for Sophia. Okay, nice and quiet, please.
I tried to do my homework by Kid Nisbet. I tried to do my homework, but a show was on TV. A song was on the radio. A friend was texting me. My email chimed, so of course I have to look at that. It linked me to a video of some silly cat. I watched a dozen videos and then played a game. I almost didn't hear her when my mother called my name. I looked at the clock and it was time to go to bed. I didn't get my homework done, just other stuff instead. I hope my teacher listened to my cause and my inaction. It's really not my fault. The world is just one big distraction.
Well done, Sophia. Thank you. Next up, also from 3-2, is Aiden Chen.
Shopping at a Dragon Store by Jack Palutsky. I'm shopping at a dragon store to see if I can find a dragon I've been looking for, a very special kind. A dragon of a certain size that's not too big or small. A dragon that has friendly eyes and likes to fetch a ball. There's dragons here of every sort of every dragon breed, but so far they've all fallen short of being what I need. I see one sitting on his bed, I do not know his name, but when I pet his scaly head, he breathes a gently flame. I offer him a dragon snack and play with him a while. I hug him and he gives me back a little dragon smile. Every second that we play, I like him more and more. I'll take that dragon home today. I love this dragon store.
Thank you, Aiden. Well done. Okay, next up, our first representative from 3-3. Please a big hand for Grace White. Thanks, Grace. I'm sure Miss Martin will understand why your homework's not done. Next up, also from 3-3, is Lillian Ho. Okay, she's ready.
My parents sent me to the store, I can't answer. My parents sent me to the store to buy a loaf of bread. I came home with a puppy and a parakeet instead. I came home with a guinea pig, a hamster, and a cat, a turtle, and a lizard, and a friendly little rat. I also had a monkey and a mongoose and a mouse. Those animals are crazy when I brought them in the house. They barked and nipped and hissed and chased my family out of the door. My parents never let me do the shopping anymore.
Well done, Lillian. Thank you. Okay, we have two more representatives, both from Miss Andrews' class in 3-4. The first one up, big hand for Lucy Cunningham. Okay, nice and quiet for Lucy, please. You're being such a good audience, Div 1.
My puppy ate my
naughty puppy. Okay, our last competitor in the competition part of our poetry celebration from 3-4 is Sarah Foster.
My puppy ate my earbuds by Ken Nesbitt. My puppy ate my earbuds. My puppy ate my socks. My puppy chewed my tennis shoes and all my Lego blocks. He gnawed upon my iPod as if it were a bone. He nibbled my Nintendo Wii and munched my mobile phone. He grazed upon my skateboard, consumed my catcher's mitts. He chopped my chess and checkers into tiny little bits. He polished off my pillow, my blanket, and my sheet. My homework seems to be the only thing he will not eat.
Well done, another naughty puppy. Thank you. Okay, I think the judges, do you need a little bit of time before our next one? You okay? Okay, so right now we have Miss Weens has been working with some students, and some of them are going to be performing from each of the grade 3 classes. So while 3-1 step gets ready to set up, we're going to play Mrs. Keat Says again. Okay, Mrs. Keat says, stretch your arms way up. Now put them down. Oh. Mrs. Keat says, put your elbows together. Mrs. Keat says, stomp your feet. Stop. Mrs. Keat says, reach up again. Pinch your nose. Reach up. Mrs. Keat says, pinch your nose. Mrs. Keat says, turn to the person next to you and do this. Okay. So proud of you, Div 1. You're being an excellent audience. It's quite a long time to sit. But thank you very much for being so respectful this morning. Okay, let's give a huge TIS clap for the people from 3-1. Well done, grade 3. I thought you were saying 4 separate poems, but I like that all the grade 3 classes did the same one together. It was so well done. Congratulations. Okay, one more big hand for everybody who participated today. And Mrs. Keith says give yourself a big pat on the back because you either did something really brave standing up here or you were really brave in your classroom and you were also all really good audience members. So now Mr. Rabbit, I think, has the winners for the grade 2s and 3s.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is call up all the grade 2s who competed in the individual contest part of this event. So, yeah. So Hio, Stanley, Rio, Jiping, Zach, Aiden, Herb, and Stella, come up on the stage. And parents, if you like, you can take a big group photo as well. I always admire the courage and the poise that these kids have at the young ages of 6, 7, 8, 9 years old to be able to stand up in front of a group of people like this. Okay, so the judges were back there tallying up some scores, and the winner from grade 2 is Stella Lai. Let's have a big hand for Stella. Okay, thank you, grade 2s. Okay, so if the grade 3s who competed in the individual part of this competition can come up. Laughing, Grace, Sophia, Aiden, Grace, Lillian, Lucy, and Sarah. Okay, so this year's winner for grade 3 is Lucy Cunningham. Congratulations, Lucy. Okay, so that concludes this year's poetry celebration. Thanks to everybody. Thank you to Miss Kiet for emceeing our event and Miss Kathy Weems for helping organize it. Our judges, parents, and most of all for all the children. I know everybody in this audience stood in front of their class and recited poetry, so thank you for that. Oh, sorry. Could the grade 3 group poem people come up to Miss Weems as well, because they're going to get their poem or their certificate. And maybe if anybody wants to take a photo as well, they can. Okay, thank you, grade 3s, for your group poem. Everybody have a great day, and we'll see you next year.